So the jalapenos had been linked by public health authorities to some salmonella cases. I should say, right off the bat, for yours and everyone's sort of peace of mind, that Chipotle pulled the jalapenos pretty quickly, and health authorities have said that they don't have ongoing concerns about people eating at the restaurants. But I think what really stands out here, and I can share more if you want, is just basically how quickly the company was able to really zero in on jalapenos as the culprit here.
Did that result in positivity for the stock? Because I'm looking here year to date down 14%, 1 year return down about 24%.
Look, like some of this information has come out very, slowly over the past week. It's still pretty recent. And so basically last week we, were first to report that Chipotle had pulled the jalapenos because of the Salmonella outbreak. By then, they had already done it a few days ago, and public health authorities were like, yeah, we don't have ongoing concerns. But of course, when headlines like that come out, people do get spooked. And when we published that story, the stock dropped as much as 9.7% that day. I mean, it's recovered a little bit, but sometimes this information takes a little bit to sort of spread in terms of people and health authorities feeling comfortable saying we don't have any more concerns. Go back to the restaurant, basically.
Daniela, this is a big topic, big issue, big risk for restaurants in general, chains, particularly publicly owned chains, that being food safety systems, protocols. Talk to us about what Chipotle does there.
Of course. So, you might all remember that, between 2015, 2018, Chipotle had a series of issues mostly with food handling. And so really they've stepped up their game, and they've invested a lot of money basically into technology that acts as almost like a digital map of their supply chain. So basically the company can go into this system and really look up like where every ingredient has been, like, where it moved from the distributor to a distribution center to the restaurant. And so, what the company was able to do in this case is they heard from the state of Minnesota, like, hey, we think that something in your guacamole is making people sick. And based on the pattern of where the illnesses were happening and the restaurants that were affected, the company was able to say, like, we think that the problem is the jalapenos in the guacamole. And then they were able to pull them. And so, it's an example of, many large restaurant chains have invested in these types of systems because, as we were discussing, it's a big issue. The second that an outbreak comes out, people just get spooked and just don't go to the restaurant. And that has huge revenue and profitability implications.